Hello everybody, my name is Poggy and welcome back to another Magic Legends video. Today we're doing Self-Preservation on Gavon, which is the final boss of this realm, Nani Oula. Yeah, we are going to find you, Nani Oula, don't you worry, my dear. Now, I did want to talk a little bit about this and talk a little bit about how to do this. This is hard mode, as you might have guessed from the title and thumbnail. And honestly, it's really hard compared to normal mode. The boss is extremely strong by comparison. Almost obscenely so. And I like it. I actually like that it's really strong and really difficult to do, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. And I mean, to an extent, that's true. To an extent, that's also not true. But what I appreciate is that she definitely scaled up in strength, and you have to actually look out for her abilities. She has 3 phases, I think 3 phases. If I think I counted it correctly, it was a corpse fiend, followed by a spider, followed by a dragon, and then she has her normal phase in between with ads. So it's actually quite challenging, and she has different abilities in each phase. The spider phase probably the easiest one, and then the dragon phase probably the hardest one, which is of course the 3rd phase. So that one has like this ability where she'll throw out things on the ground that are really difficult to avoid. But I'll show you how to do it if I can. It depends on how focused I am. And while we're on the subject of the game, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the videos I've been putting out. I put out a video recently covering some of the changes in this game that I would like to see, as well as just talking about one of the developer updates where they talked about changing the Dimir Assassin. Now, I see a lot of people in the forums are a little bit butthurt about the Dimir Assassin changes, and understandably so. I'm not hating on them at all. I think that they're right to be a little upset, because something that was offered for paid money is now being offered for free. However, it is worth pointing out, this is a beta, and things are going to change, and it's only been out for a few days, and you guys already spent like $300 on it. What are you doing? It's a free-to-play game, and it's in beta. Give it some time. But at the same time, I get it. I totally get it. You have an expectation, and that expectation was kind of turned on its head. So what are we going to do about that? Well, the developers have put out an announcement that they're going to be addressing this and seeing how they can reimburse the players. I don't think they're going to do full cash reimbursements. I think what we would probably see is Zen reimbursements. I can't say for sure. They haven't announced what that change would be. Here's Nani Oula's first form when you meet her the first time. It's actually 3 times that you meet her. And then she has her final boss form where she has 3 phases, and we'll go over that as well. So you see her this first time, she turns into this little miniature dragon. At least I think, or this is an ad, I'm not really sure. I think this is an ad. No, this is Nani Oula. Yeah, this is her as like a skeleton dragon. And she's pretty easy. She's pretty easy to take down in this mode. And then another thing that's really important to note is that the developers have been very transparent about the fact that they understand people are upset, and they understand that, you know, they're going to look into what kind of changes they're going to be putting out. We don't really know yet what those changes are, how they're going to, you know, reimburse players. But we'll find out, and when we do, I'll probably do a video talking about it a little bit, just to discuss what those changes are, and, you know, if the people are satisfied, we'll maybe look at some forum posts and see what the majority of people seem to be sharing as an opinion. Now, obviously, you're never going to satisfy everybody. That's just kind of the nature of business. You're just never going to satisfy everyone. But I would like to see them make it so that the majority of players are at least mostly satisfied with the response to the change to the Dimir Assassin. Now, another thing I do have to give props to is the developers for being so open and receptive to community changes. I think that's really amazing. That's why I did that video. I was like really excited to do it. Here's Nani Oula in spider form. And we'll see her again in this form later. So, yeah, I'm really grateful. I come from Dead by Daylight. I have a Dead by Daylight background. Like, for couple of years, I did that game. And I have to say, I was disappointed. I liked the game. It was fun, for the most part. But after a while, it just became this, like, stuck-up sort of development company that just didn't care about what you had to do. They seemed very lazy. And I don't really see that here. I see a very adamant, very excited development group company that's really excited to put out the content and make the customers happy. And that's great. I think that's really great. I mean, yes, this is a business, so they're in it for the money, and that's not a problem for me. I totally appreciate that. But here's the thing. as a player, I'm more likely to spend money on the game, just even if it's small amounts of money every month, where I just put in some money to buy a battle pass or whatever, if the game is engaging and putting out new content that we all enjoy, listening to community feedback, all of that wonderful stuff, and being transparent about what their changes are planned as well. I mean, that's all great, and I think that's something that we should see more of from dev companies, and I hope they continue to do that, and set an example for other companies to do the same. Because it's something that is just a welcome change to a lot of games that I've played in the past that are just very closed off and sort of boxed in, and they keep their changes to themselves. Everything is a secret, you know, and then when they make changes, people aren't happy. I mean, some games are worse than others, some are better than others at this, but, you know, it's just my thoughts on it, and hopefully this game doesn't become too big for its britches and, you know, become too corporatized, but at the same time, it is part of Arc Games, which is already a corporate company, so I don't know. I'm a little bit mixed on that one. But at the same time, there is something worth mentioning, and we're here at the first boss phase as well. This version of Nani Oula is pretty easy to take down. She does have some abilities here that can be a little tricky, but if we're fast enough in getting her down, we won't really even get to see those, because she's not super strong here. However, what I wanted to say is, I don't know if you're familiar with the CEO of this company. His name is, I believe, Steven D'Angelo, CEO of Arc Games, or Cryptic? CEO of Cryptic, yeah, Cryptic Studios. And he is very invested in this, and I can explain why, very simply. He has a background in Magic the Gathering. He goes all the way back to 1993 at the very launch of Magic the Gathering. This man is invested in this game, for sure. Like, not just financially, but I mean, like, probably emotionally, too. Like, a nostalgia aspect for him as well. And I can really appreciate that. Ooh, my minions are dying. Don't die. No, I lost one of them. Fuck. Ah, that sucks. Well, that's okay. We're going to get Nani Oula down, and it's going to be easy. We'll get our minions back. So, yeah, if you look up Steven D'Angelo, CEO of Cryptic Studios, he has a history of having done Magic the Gathering, like, way early on in its infancy. And he was there at the beginning, setting the rules for the game and getting involved, I believe, in tournaments and things like that. This is the ability I was talking about. You want to avoid that as much as you can. That's really dangerous right there. That big green circle on the ground, just don't stand in that shit. It's very painful. It hurts. It will destroy your soul. You just stay out of it. All right. So, I mean, yeah, for anybody who thinks that maybe there's no incentive for the devs company to care about Magic the Gathering or Magic anything like that, that's just not true. I don't know anybody who thinks that, but I just wanted to squash anybody who might want to say that ahead of time now, because I think it's important. I think it's an important point to talk about. And as we continue through this, we're now pretty much done with this version of Nani Oula. I believe there's one more over here. There's a spider. And she's going to go through these phases again, except I think in a different order. So we'll see her doing the dragon phase and then the other phase. Now this phase does have abilities too. She has that sort of spinny thing on the ground. You want to avoid that as much as possible. It can be a little tricky to avoid sometimes. There it is again, the spinny green things. Just don't stand in it. You're good to go. And then hope that someone else is tanking the boss. Especially if you're squishy like me. Alright, I think we're going to get her down. So folks, I don't know if you guys have been enjoying this game. I definitely have been enjoying this game. I can't wait to see more of it. Quite frankly, I think it's probably one of the best top-down games like this I've seen. I know it's still in its infancy. Like, it's not, you know... It's not fully released yet, so it doesn't have the same clout as some other games, you know, Diablo 3, games like that. But at the same time, I feel like it's really far along, and I'm excited to see where they take it in the very near future, and we're going to be covering all of those dev updates and dev changes as they come through, because they're exciting, and I'm excited to see them. Frankly speaking. Alright, we made it through Nani Oula version 1, well actually version 2, and then there's a version 3 of her as well. She's going back again. We're going to have to break down these generators, get back to her lair the last time, and once we find her, then she goes through... She becomes quite a bit harder in this last version. There is definitely something to say about that, for sure. And these generators are hella powerful, man. I don't know how much magic these things can take, but apparently a lot. There we go. Okay, I think we're in. Gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Keep it moving, guys. Let's go. Did I really not heal my guys? Oh, man, that sucks. All right, well, it looks like we're just about there. I think we have like 2 more. Yeah, we have like 1 more of these gates here, and then I think we're almost there, and then we should be able to see Nani Oula in her final form. And we're gonna 1v1 her at the cowshed, and we'll see how that goes. A lot of enemies here, though. They spawn on this fence, and just make sure you use your AoE spells, and you should be good to go. If you have AoE spells. Hopefully you do. That's the thing you should be considering, if you don't. Especially when you're doing these dungeons and missions, you need to be having some AoE to go through. Alright, let's continue on. We are just about to the end, and we should be arriving at Nani Oula soon. And then we can go over how to get past this boss. The first 2 phases are relatively straightforward. And then the 3rd phase is also straightforward, but not quite as easy. So we'll see it in a second. There we go. Oh, I will pursue the witch. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I'm going in right now. Let's go. She's still talking. There we go. Enter the arena. Very nice. In 5, 4. I'm ahead. 3, 2. Oh, the music. Oh, shit. It's getting real up in here, dude. Let's go. This is Nani Oula's first form. She's going to be back in the corpse fiend form. And then immediately following that, we will see her go into yet another form. This one is... She's a little tanky, but she's not very damaging. She does, again, have the green things on the ground. You need to avoid those. Oh, I'm getting hit by something. I don't even know what it is. I can't see. A lot of stuff on the ground. And I'm going to save my... Ooh, I might not be able to. I got stuck in one of the green things. All right, I have to go around. Can't go through them. You don't want to go through those, especially when you're already low on health. You want to avoid that as much as possible. I'm going to back up just a little bit. There we go. And we should be able to get Nani Oula down from here, I think. We are taking some more damage. Got a little bit too close to that. Trying to get in on top of her. But again, you just want to stand away from her as much as possible. Whenever you see those... Oof! Whenever you see those, just avoid it as much as you can. Now there's going to be a few ads, and then she'll come back in another form right here. So here she is as normal Nani Oula. And you just start attacking her and do your best to take her out. I'm going to go ahead and cast my ability now. And then just kind of try to spam her down a bit. Let's go, Nani. Yeah, baby. Lots of damage. Lots of numbers on my screen. If I was good at math, I might be able to do something with that. Too bad my damage output isn't the same as my income. That would be insane. All right. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Let's see if we can stay alive through all this. Now, she is going into phase 2 now, where she's going to become a shape-shifted Nani Oula. Again, going into spider form. And I believe her abilities in this one are basically the same. She has her spider ability, and she has her... circle things on the ground. I think we're going to be seeing that. We'll see exactly what it is. I can't remember if that's part of her ability or not off the top of my head. Also, I see this circle thing around here. I think you want to stay away from that as well. I think. I could be wrong. No, I don't. No, you're not worried about that. That's fine. The big halo-y gold circle. All right, phase 2, easy mode. That was even easier than the first one. Now we're back into regular Nani Oula, who will be appearing over here. There she is. She's very tanky, this thing. Go ahead and get one of our minions out again. Throw out some abilities at her. Maybe do a zealous charge when we get that back. There we go. Oh. Oh, no, I died. I died? But how? Okay, folks, we're back here again. Trying to beat Nani Oula for the second time? How many times have I done this? I took a break, so I don't really remember. Anyway... Yeah, we died the first time, so I decided to go ahead and re-record it and wanted to show you again. I think my mistake was I'm just getting a little bit too eager being near Nani Oula. What you really want to do is try to keep your distance from her as much as possible, because she does have these abilities that are very deadly if left unchecked, and you can get very easily caught out and killed very quickly, especially if you're a little bit squishy like me. So just keep an eye out for that. It's really like these rooting abilities are very dangerous, so stay away from those because they will get you caught out too. Once she enters phase 3, she has this ability where she like throws these kind of root-looking things throughout the area, aiming it at the players, and they're very deadly, and that's how I died the last time. Another thing I noticed, which was really interesting, it seems like the bosses have like different mechanics in the second version of Nani Oula, where you fight her the second time. Not in this encounter, but the second encounter. So, if you look at the clip I'm about to play really quick, she appears to have a beam of doom sometimes, as opposed to having the circles on the ground, which is really interesting. Another thing is, again, like we want to just like keep our distance and just make sure that we have a nice open area around us. Otherwise, we can very easily get caught in the wrong spot, and that's a problem for sure. So we're going to keep an eye on our rotation. I'm going to go ahead and cast all the cards I have that I can so I can try to get new ones. I want to get a couple of AoE damage spells and get a couple heals on my spell as well. Oh, I got to get out of that, get out of that, get out of that. Definitely do not stand in the green shit. Do not stand in the green shit. Move out of that as much as you can. That is a bad place to be. That's how I died last time right there, was with some of that green shit on the ground. It's not very obvious when you first see it. It's very easy to miss that. I'm going to do a big heal. There we go. Big heals. Alright, now we're going to continue on and we're going to keep fighting her down as much as we can. I wish I could see her health bar. I guess she's moved over here. Yeah, she's moved now. We're going to go ahead and attack her with that. Give her some desecration. Give her a little bit of that revenge. And in phase 2 here, I don't think she does a whole lot special. As far as the spider Oula, she's pretty straightforward, I think. There might be some of that green stuff on the ground again. Just look out for that. But I don't think I saw any of that. Yeah, I see the green circles, but I don't see the... I don't see the green stuff on the ground otherwise. So that one's pretty easy. Once she enters the next phase, though, that's where you're going to want to watch out here in just a second, because she's going to start casting that stuff on the ground. So I'm going to stand back from her a little bit so that I can catch it early. You want to watch out. You don't want to get caught by her. It's very easy to die to this boss. You definitely have to keep an eye on the ground. Alright, doing good so far. I'm going to cast another desecration on top of her. Try to bring her down even more. We almost have our Q ability back. Ooh, hello. Where'd she go? Oh, she's right there. Wait, did she lag? Did I get lag? Might have been server lag. There's some more green stuff on the ground. Get out of that. Get out of that. Just run. Do not fight when you're dealing with that. Just let her do her thing and then go back when she stops with that phase. You do not want to fight her while she's doing the green stuff, because you will get caught and dead. And dead is bad. Alright, I think she's going to die here. She's not even going to make it to phase 3, I don't think. No, she doesn't make it to phase 3 here. Very nice. Well done, guys. Good teamwork. Alright, let's see what we get for prizes this time. I think I already got the card that you get from this one, but I would like to see if we get anything extra from here. Hello. Is it broken? I think Nani Oula might be broken. I can't use it. Let's try it again. We beat her before she went into phase 3. I think maybe that might have broken it. All right, again. Yeah, I don't think we're getting it. So don't want to kill Nani Oula before she goes into phase 3. Phase 3 is basically the same. She casts the green shit on the ground again, but this time it's like a beam of green stuff. And again, you just want to avoid it. That's really what it is. Stay away from her. Don't get too close and give her the spaces she needs. I think that's going to have to do it, though. I'm going to have to report this bug to the devs, though. And yeah, hopefully we will be able to do that and see you guys in the next video. But it looks like I'm not getting the prizes this time around. So GG's and bye-bye.